Good morning. Oh, we're fogging up. Trying to finish these second pass beans. The wind's going to stop us again. I've got wind coming, and I've been doing perimeters around any sensitive areas. Got all that done on around 200 acres this morning. So we're just refilling, and I've got the meat of each field to run while the wind picks up, and then I'll have to stop. We're not going to get the herbicide done yet. Now, we got 200 acres of fungicide done yesterday. Right on time. Pushing the wind. We've got rain in the forecast. Got some volunteer corn, a few weeds. It's not terrible. Beans look good. A lot of bugs in the beans, a lot of disease in the beans. This is the year the sprayer is really going to be busy. Wind, stay away. Don't come again any other day. Not until the sprayer shuts off. Weird. we're going to get it here in a little bit. I've been watching it, and it just keeps lifting. I'm like, it's coming. 20-inch row beans. I smash a few. You can see tracks right there where I backed up. But not very often. A little right here on this hill where it's uneven. Sometimes the machine wallers around on the bags and it's hard to stay between, but where the ground's reasonable, I can drive 20-inch rows with this machine. Especially when it's new. It's getting a little loosey-goosey now. It's getting harder to run. Here's the Japanese beetles. That's our enemy right there. That's an invasive species that got introduced here. They eat all your foliage. They're all over everything. They're in my hair every morning when I get home. Imagine that. But we're going to put bug juice in when I come back here with fungicide. We'll kill all those. Now you can see the corn right there. The wind's blowing that way, and we do have that gust. So when I was here first thing, I perimetered that far away from the corn. So there's no way I can hurt the corn. A lot of times I'll run an extra pass. We also went to the 60-foot idea where we only run 60 foot wide. So it's easier to see down instead of running your perimeter at full 120 feet. At the full 120 feet, you don't have the control of the boom that you do at 60 feet. And it's just prone to those accidents where you have drifts. And we've adjusted all those kind of things. This machine has really helped a lot. I'm not saying you don't have drift. We do. But we've eliminated a lot of our issues that we had with the previous machine. Working the tender better, planning our wind, and doing a lot more perimeter work. I run 2 passes around all my perimeters now. Need to take the time to do that, especially your sensitive areas. And let's be honest, every area is sensitive. You don't want anything off target. If it's off target, it's not killing your own weeds. It makes no sense. I'm working the wind. The wind's blowing, pushing us. So I'm running full speed, 45 psi, getting a nice fall. But there's a happy balance between having the fine mist and getting better coverage and having it blown away, and the large droplets not getting as good a coverage. So then you don't get as good a kill. So it's kind of a fine balance that you do, but I like that 20 to 45 psi with an option of running 50 or 60 if I'm really calm and in a hurry. I'm always in a hurry. Don't run that 50 to 60 often unless it's fungicide, but the big thing is I have that option with gearing and nozzle size. Right now I prefer 13 miles an hour is kind of wide open in the second gear or third gear, whatever this is, but 13 miles an hour right now is kind of my jam. I like that speed. It's easy to control the machine. At 13, it actually allows me, I can easily bump a gear up to 15 if I need to. But at 15 miles an hour, your droplet size is getting smaller. You're at the upper end of your speed. And at 15 miles an hour, our herbicide Liberty, it doesn't recommend speed. It recommends going a little slower for coverage. So that's really important as we're driving. Not just sitting in here and driving. We're actually trying to work wind, get our droplet size. A lot of things going on. You want your boom height right. If I get too high or too low, you don't get coverage. Too high, well, it'll just blow away. Coming up, you can see where I ran my perimeter around our little washout. Now it'll go through here. This is not bad right here, but it's just not ideal. I like to have that ran, so here it is. We're smoothed out. Boom, then it comes on. To me, that's a lot better. That's important with the 120-foot boom. Now you can see right there, the wind's really working us. If I check right now, that's a 12 gust, I would say. And so it's not all the time, but you can see it just kind of has lift. The heat, this type chemistry, and the wind speed creates that lift, and I have to watch that and gauge. It just took a lot of years to gauge that, because it looks like it's flying everywhere all the time, and you'll go back there and it's not. But then you'll look another time, it looks similar, but it's really going, moving around. Identifying that, it's getting easier as I get older. These apps help a lot too, though. The wind's pushing us. We're running 13, and we're just right at outrunning the wind. You can see it. So I'd say that's a 8-mile-an-hour wind with about a 12 gust. If I was going to look at my telemetry and guess, which is doable. We could do this with an 18 gust, and I would finish the tank that way. Talk previous. That's usually my beeper, though. And this stuff, I prefer 15. I don't like to have this stuff blowing around. Going through our ditch again. And see, we're all smoothed out. That's going to flip on. We run around that, and that's helpful. Any big obstacles with a 120-foot boom, you need to run around them. You get to doing this number and the spray goes everywhere, it's not a good thing. The first year I had this machine, I ran all my perimeters at 120 foot, and I'd be shaking when I get out. We've got rough fields and sensitive areas, and that big 120 foot out there going up and down, and mist flying. Oh, it's not pleasant. That season stands out. It was a tough one. Just learning this machine more than anything. That wind just, it's on the way. The pressure's on. It's been that way a lot lately, so perfect amount of room. Let's see if I fit right there. Find out, aren't we? Woo! I did this and I puckered. When I do that and I pucker, or I duck, it means it's tight. Alright, I'm getting slapped happy. I'm getting tired, guys. This is the 5th round of this fight, and we're almost there, but the acres are going slower. Not gonna lie. I've got this little bit to do right there. I got 200 gallons left. I mean, that's close. It's either going to be, I think it's going to be 2 acres to the good. If it is, we'll take it. Well, we got it with 70 gallons to spare, so we had a little to spare. Just far from home, I'm not dare send that truck without knowing I can finish. I've done that before. You always run out of fuel, chemicals, supplies of any kind when you're at your furthest away fields. Guaranteed to happen, so you just plan accordingly. Oh! I'm gonna burn out on the road. Well, guys, got some exciting news. Been a few days since I checked in. We've been busy, but guess what? Last load of herbicides for 2025 is going in the tank. We're a little behind. Luckily, the Field Ace guys, Brian, Noah, They've been out with the drones, flying some of the fungicide on. We'll have to go visit them soon. We started doing a little fungicide. We had some beans that I've ran with the Hagie, but overall we're just starting to look at fungicide insecticide season. So what I plan on doing is running herbicides. The last tank, right there it sits, the old war wagon, and it has been a battle. 2025's been a good one. I don't know how it looks on camera, but it's been pretty tough year. We've had tougher, but challenges every day. And even today, we've got wind here in a little bit. I've got tomatoes around, and no wonder this thing's last. Thunderstorms. We've just got all kinds of good news usually. But well, we're gonna get this thing loaded up. Appreciate you guys following us along. We're still gonna be real busy. We've got shop work, we've got bins to clean out, we got a lot of fungicide to put on, and fungicide just kind of runs almost a couple weeks till the combine runs. I think the drone guys ran 2 days before we ran the combine last year still, so growing season's really busy. A lot of things have changed in recent years. We've got resistant weeds, we've got bugs, we've got fungal diseases, we've got just, you name it. We've got things that you have to be active in your crop. We also, we've got extra acres that we sprayed 28 on our corn as rescue nitrogen because we kept having the flooding rains, which every time you get water, it takes your nitrogen away to a certain degree. So we even use the Hagie on that. Overall, we've got some acres on it, but to be expected. Last load of herbicides in the tank. Woo! Oh man, it feels good. Rain on the radar. Rain this afternoon, which I consider a good thing. Don't let me talking about rain sound like complaining. It does make my job a little tougher, but it also makes money. Rain does make grain. For us, overall, this is going to be a pretty big crop, it seems. Now, we rely on August rains for soybeans. So those late rains are super critical. We're also coming up on pollination season for corn. And during pollination, we don't need high temps and we need ample moisture. Well, right now we have the ample moisture and the temps aren't terrible. Okay, we're surrounded by corn. Corn sensitive. I know our tomatoes are on that way. We are blowing this way. Okay, our wind app's saying 7 miles an hour now. Now I can use it on the compass so that it actually points exactly the direction the wind's going. Okay, first pass, the money pass. We don't want to have it blowing on the corn, but it is blowing away from the corn. Now we got to get above those giant ragweeds. This has been the tricky part about later season spraying, is the weeds are tall and you have to be above them, get them coated good. And doing so, it's risky on your drips, so timing your wind is even more critical for this second pass. We're coming up in the corner. I want to keep my boom up. It was windy when I was here in the spring, and you can see because I kept my boom lower. I want to really try to get these giant rags, because if it will toast. There. Give them a little spritzer. Now, we're going to check our wind out because we're switching directions. We're right against corn. Corn's very sensitive to this chemical. Now, we're blowing towards this that we're looking at next. And it's a fence row clay ball. It's got giant rags in it. I'm going to run my boom up. Now, it can drift over there. It's blowing right at that corn. But we have enough of a buffer, and I've got my boom low enough. I'm carrying about 30 psi that we won't have any drift. And now we're coming up on the sensitive area, dead ahead, corn, and what I'll do, I'm just going to hang my boom over and get those rags. Giant ragweeds. There's a neighbor, he's spraying. He does like to just raise their boom up. Most of the Hagies, they raise them up on an angle. 120 foot, when you move around, you can accidentally dip it so easy your head just to have it raised. Just going to kind of go low and slow. It's a little breezy. Look at these beans, my. Beautiful beans. Did I say how beautiful these beans were? here and there, unfortunately. This shows we got 90 gallons in the tank, and I've got a pass and a half left. So we're right down to the wire. I know we got enough, but yeah, 80. There's 80 gallons left of herbicides for 2025. There's that spot the DB left. Beautiful 20-inch row beans. See my tram rows right there, running right down those. 26 gallons remain. Can you tell I'm getting excited to be done with herbicides? Oh, we're counting down. There's the finish line. It's just dead ahead. 19 gallons is now. Now we're not running the whole boom. 18. Oh man, don't lose pressure. 17. Okay, we're going to make that, but yeah, it's not very much left. 15. Woo! Finished with 15 gallons. Ah! Got it! Ah! Man! Got it before the wind and the rain got here. Ah! Man, it's just, you can see it's all around us. Neighbor's booking too. He knows it's coming. That be all that remains. We can mix a little fungicide in with that, water it down, and go ahead and just spray it on the beans. Ah, feels good to be done with that. Herbicides, when you're able to kill stuff and wind is in play and rain and all the other obstacles, makes it hard to have a good day sometimes. But this one's been a good one. Oh man, ready to get this thing. Maybe it'll rain on this and save me from having to wash it. I don't want to be greedy. Let's get on the road. Well guys, thanks for tuning in. Taking a ride with me on my last tank of herbicides with my weed killers for the 2025 season. We'll see you on the next one.